Veteran DJ Johnnie Walker and his wife Tiggy brought radio listeners to tears as they shared how doctors warned the BBC icon to prepare to go at any moment amid his battle against a terminal illness. Johnnie, 79, has been suffering from idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, an inflammation of the lungs, for the past 4 years, but has been left housebound and needing round-the-clock care since January. The radio personality made listeners emotional in a special program broadcast on Monday. He thanked Tiggy for saving his life after he was diagnosed with cancer immediately after returning from their honeymoon in India around 20 years ago. Johnnie said, "I've only got a finite amount of time left here in the physical before I pass over. It's a very reflective time for us." He continued, "Here we're at the end of my life when you're having to care for me all over again. You definitely saved my life when I went through cancer. I'm positive I wouldn't have made it without you. Your love was just so sustaining. It gave me so much to look forward to. And your caring for me now makes my life so much better." The couple were reflecting on their 22 years spent together and the prospect of death with unusual candor for a special version of Johnnie's show, which he has been making from home for the past 4 years. Comparing her caring responsibilities now with when her husband had cancer, Tiggy said the big difference is she is now 20 years older. "I'm so tired," she said. "Sometimes I find it hard to go on." When you had a Zoom consultation with the doctor from London recently, and he said you should be prepared, Johnnie, to go at any moment. Is everything in order? And he then went equally, you might be around for 6 months. And internally I thought, oh my goodness, how can I keep up this level of caring for 6 months? Because it's just about my own energy. Caring is hard. She added that for the first 6 weeks of the year, she was grieving the life she and Johnnie used to share. But after beginning a course of antidepressants, she is now coping really well. "It's only by going to the doctors and going on antidepressants that I have kept going, because I was crying every single day and I was overwhelmed," she said. Tiggy also said this time around, she has far more support from friends and family, who ensure she is also taking care of herself. For his part, Johnnie told his fans his wife is a devoted carer, helping him with all his everyday tasks. He revealed they now sleep in separate rooms as he constantly relies on oxygen tanks and an oxygen machine to keep breathing. "Obviously we're in separate rooms because the oxygen machine is quite noisy. It would keep Tiggy awake. She has to wonder whether I'm still going to be alive in the morning, which must be very hard for her." Speaking about his approaching death, Johnnie revealed he has faith there is another world awaiting him, but confessed he is scared of how he might pass away. He said, "The illness I'm dealing with is a fibrosis of the lungs, so they gradually become more and more scarred, and less able to do their job of sending oxygen around the body and into my bloodstream. So I do worry about becoming more and more breathless and suffocating as a way of dying." He continued, "I think there's a world there, and they've referred to it very often as the other side of the veil. I think it's so close to the world in which we live, but it's at a much higher vibration, so it's invisible." Johnnie added, "I'm more interested of the people I might meet. There was the most beautiful little dog who was in our life for 14 years called Darcy, and I adored her, and I think it was mutual. She adored me. I think she might be there with tail wagging. It would be lovely to see her again."